Lesson 2-3, Elimination Using Addition. Alright, we have talked about solving a system of equations with substitution, and that does take a little bit of work. So an option from substitution is to solve with elimination. Elimination is a different approach, and some would like it. It does take less steps, but again, you have to get used to it. So some may prefer substitution, but you're going to want to learn both so that you have a choice. Because sometimes the situation may be best suited for elimination, and sometimes it's situated best for substitution. So we want to have both skills available to us. Now, first and foremost, we have the terminology of elimination, a method of solving a system of equations in which the equations are added together to eliminate one variable. Now, with that in mind, I want to keep this clear, that we are adding the two equations. Sometimes they say you can subtract as well, but we have chosen to use addition to kind of simplify the process a little bit. So first of all, we're supposed to write a system of equations so the like terms are aligned. Aligned means you're going to have an x over an x or a y over a y, and you'll see that in a moment. Step 2, determine whether equations need to be multiplied by a constant so that the two equations contain opposite terms. And again, you'll see why that is in a little bit too. And again, now add, so we're going to take this out, the equations to eliminate one variable. Your purpose of adding the two equations is so that you will eliminate one variable, hence the solving by elimination. Step 4, solve the equation that results from step 3 for one variable, or for the variable. And then, as before with substitution, when you get one letter answer, you would substitute it back in to get the final letter answer. Alright, so let's take a couple of examples here. First one, we have two equations, one right over the other. So our first rule is, are the variables lined up? There's your x terms, there's your y terms, and that is correct. They are lined up, so that's okay. We look at the terms and we say to ourselves, do they have opposite signs? Well, first of all, the 6 and the 3 are not opposites, but the 7 and the negative 7 are. So we can go ahead and solve with elimination. It's ready. As we said, we're going to add them together. So 3x plus 6x gives us 9x. Negative 7y plus positive 7y cancel away. And negative 11 plus 20 is 9. So notice that now we have an equation with one less variable, and we did it by eliminating one of the variables. Just like substitution did, but a much different way. Divide by 9, and our first answer is x equals 1. So if you remember how substitution went, this is definitely a quicker approach, especially since the variables in the equations were prepped and ready.